Those buttons are pushed.
Those buttons are pushed.
I pushed buttons.
Okay, we are back. Daze Unscripted. We just had a great episode with Benji, a.k.a. Big Papa Benji. If you haven't checked that out, go check that out.
Man, it's a
Great.
whole character, has great music everywhere. Dude has the energy that we needed on the show.
Really great energy.
Y'all gonna enjoy it for
Yeah,
sure.
Papa
Yes.
was a good guess.
Big Papa.
Stop.
Big Papa,
Stop.
my bad, yeah.
Stop.
No, you
Drinking-
gotta address
Stop.
him correctly. It's Big Papa.
Stop.
His name
We
is
just
He
call
was
him
correct.
Benji around here. We
I
just call him Benji.
I just met him. I don't want. I want to make sure.
Okay.
He
I-
said my friends call me Benji. I said okay.
Drinking of You EP is out now. Big Papa Benji. Go stream that. Go check it out.
Yes.
But for our Unscripted today, how y'all feeling first off?
I'm all right, man. I'm doing cool. All right. The weather is playing that footsie game with summer and fall,
Fugazi.
and it's acting crazy. It's waking up and it's cold and it's like 80 degrees outside. So I'm like, I'm
Okay.
wearing. I gotta switch up my coat game every once in a while. Switch up my jacket game mid stride.
Yo, yeah, it's that type of weather where he's like on, off.
I literally had a hoodie on and this jacket, and then I got here and I was like, let me take off the hoodie now because when I leave it's gonna be 80 degrees. So it's just it's a little different, you know. But it's cool. Ain't nothing new, man. Ain't nothing new to me. But you know, just vibing. Trying to keep
Yes.
myself afloat. Of course, still
Afloat.
riding off the high of all these sports events that happened last night. I'm just hyped, man. I'm hyped for Bron. I'm hyped for Izzy Adesanya. I'm hyped for Jan Blachowicz for going through and shutting that man's lights off and taking his nose off with it. It's just crazy,
Yes.
man.
Yes.
Yeah, great night of fights as well. So
Willie, how you feeling?
I'm doing pretty decent. Ups and downs. I'm not gonna lie, ups and downs. A lot of downs, but the ups are hopeful.
I feel you.
So yeah, that's how I'm
Hopeful.
feeling. Yeah, how you feeling, AT?
We gotta have faith. Switch the hope to faith, brother, and we'll
Yeah.
be all right. Days is in effect.
Indeed.
You know what I mean, I was a little fried last night, but we back.
Yes.
I forgot what I was just about to say. God damn it,
Bro.
But back to what we normally bring on the show, the music. We've been bumping a lot of music. Oh, that's what I was gonna say. My music is coming out.
Yes.
By the time y'all see
Come
this,
on.
my new single will be out. That is called Power Up, featuring Nefyu, aka the homie Neff, AT, Johnny C on the production.
Yes.
Carly Miyagi on the arts, on the graphics.
Going off.
Go check that out. More singles keep coming. I'm just building the music. You know what I mean?
He's
I'm just getting
got a
warmed up.
track for you today.
Yes. So go check that out. If you're seeing this on Instagram, if you're seeing this on YouTube, it's on the HP site as well as in my bio on Instagram. So go check that out. But yes, back to the actual music, even though my music is actual, and I'm soon enough it'll be on there.
Speak it.
There's a lot of music that dropped
Indeed.
this past week.
Yeah, man.
We
Y'all
have,
been bumping.
yeah, we got. I didn't see that new 2 Chainz album. I don't know if that actually
I
came out.
don't think it was an album. I think it was a track that he dropped with Wayne. It looks like
that was a video.
The Moneymaker.
Yeah, that was a few. That's when they were doing that versus battle. They dropped that.
See,
originally.
man, I don't know now. See, what are we?
Yeah.
What are these sources you got? I don't know what's up with these sources.
I told you the
Shit, that
source you
money
sent me
maker.
the
See,
other
this-
day
see
was
this notebook
bad.
of faulty sources.
I wrote down all of the incorrect information on accident purpose.
But what we've been bumping as far as, I mean, obviously there's a lot of albums that come out. I don't want to check my phone. The Tory Lanez album came out. I don't even know if we want to speak on that. That's a lot swirling around.
Yeah.
But what we do want to speak on for the week is what we all have listened to, the Armani Caesar album.
Shout out Griselda.
First Lady of Griselda. Yes,
Shady
Big
Records.
Griselda.
Shout them
Yes,
out.
the Liz.
Man. Okay. So
We all listened to the project, correct?
yes, we all listened to it. Rather short. I think it was like 8 or 9 tracks. It was like
It's
26
25
minutes.
Yeah, 26. Yeah.
Yeah. So around 25, 26 minutes long. Very diverse. This is my first take of it. I was going through it. I was like, wow, there's a lot of avenues here. You know what I mean? A lot of different takes. There was some like more aggressive, more like I don't want to like deduce her to other female rappers, but similar to like the Megan Cardi thing, like that type of like energy where
I
it's
didn't
like
get that
I
vibe
was
at
gonna-
all.
It was.
I was gonna say more like I got like a more old Nicki Minaj vibe.
That's
what I was
I
getting.
got. Yeah.
I feel that. I know the term "bad bitch" came up a couple of times,
and that's what. Okay.
And I mean that's also a thing where
She has some of the Meg antics like
Yeah.
But I do hear you though that where the whole the overall tone was more based around the back where because it seemed like I mean even when you go through the album the way she navigates it wasn't necessarily just in one avenue and she sort of expanded her view on that. Of course there were not just one type of sound either. That's why I don't want to deduce her to that because she is her own artist and she sort of proved that with this album. So
now
Yes.
I think AT raised a good point. The way I got the Nicki's sound, old Nicki sound, was more so because of the production. And I think that's what, because some of that production constituted a certain flow
That's fair.
from her.
Yeah.
And then that's why I was getting that similar vibe.
I could see that.
Yeah. And so that's kind of where I was sitting with that. But I don't know if that's necessarily like the correct way to like.
I mean it's your
Say
opinion
that.
and I don't feel like I feel like that's the right way. I mean it's cool.
As Stacey was we were talking about the project a little bit earlier in the week, and he was saying it was broken up with a few interludes that were kind of out here, but there was also a few kind of let's call them as more feminine tracks, more feminine packaged tracks that are more catered for the females that, you know what I mean, us guys can't really get all the way behind and can't really bump on our day to day.
Yeah.
But then there is some shit where it's like she's competing with guys as far as her bars and her lyricism.
Right.
And that's where you got to salute because, again, she's spitting. She is rapping.
And you can really see her. I mean, you can almost feel like she's almost like feeling like she's proving a point where she has songs with Benny and Conway. You know what I mean? Where some of those tracks are more like the Conway track is a lot more rappy. You know what I mean? It's a lot of rap in that track. And Conway shines. You know what I mean? But in this case, I feel like Armani really shines as well because she was holding her own in terms of bars and flow. With of course one of hip hop's best, and that is Conway and Benny. You know what I mean?
I will say on that Drillorama joint with Benny the Butcher on it, that back and forth that they had on the hook, I was like, I like what y'all doing there.
I see what y'all doing.
I see what you did there.
Hard,
and then so the messed up thing for me was like, I kind of want this track to be longer and play more on that. But obviously, each track was kind of short, and I think that was done purposefully, obviously. So you would listen through the project. And I kind of wanted to throw a question to y'all. As far as formatting, what I kind of noticed is, she had the intro joint. Then she had a kind of like just her track, a solo joint, so kind of like almost an introductory track. Then the feature seemed to be on the first half of the project, kind of. And then she soloed it out herself. Obviously, that's done purposefully, but I don't think, do you think for that reason it was done purposefully? Like, what do you think constituted the track order of this?
There's a chance that she wanted to try and get, because you think about the way some tracks with features are handled. You have like some of the stuff to get you in tune and some stuff to keep you engaged, and then things to help you end off. You know what I mean? With something that you want to walk away with. Almost like a call to action at the end of that. Almost like the person whose song it is, so that they can try and finish off with the hottest bars type thing to finish off the tracks you can get through the end. If in this case, I kind of see how she's trying to build it up that way. She comes in trying to introducing the concept of this album, you know what I mean, which is this upper echelon level of feminine, I guess, empowerment almost in the sense of like the identity and stuff. That's what she's kind of pushing throughout it. In the middle, she has a lot of, it's just Griselda. It feels like when it looks at it, because like Conway and the Benny, and sort of expands on this sense of like this home cooking type of feel. You know what I mean? That Griselda does so well with their sound and stuff. And even at the end, I feel like the last 4 songs in the Yum Yum, Palm Angels, Ginger, Rothstein, and Manny Moves Freestyle, those are all
Manny
complete.
Moves was the track.
And all 4 of those tracks are really, they're not in the same wheelhouse, really. You know what I mean? If anything, she's proving her diversity. She's showing her versatility as an artist. And she's stretching her legs out to sort of give you like her last 1-2 that she can give you,
Now that Palm Angels was a really good storyteller track, and I think that's what the purpose of that one was. I think it was very methodical. I do have a cold cut though. I was not feeling the Conway track, Gucci Caskets. I can't figure out why though. I just couldn't get into that track. Both Benny tracks though was that.
Benny is that.
So
man.
all right, I'll say this. for me, when I was listening to Simply Done, I was like, I feel like that should have started the album. But that's a me thing, and it was just like the way it comes in, like the way it intros up, the way they come in on it, and it's just like, all right, why was this not at the beginning? And then I re-look through the track list, and I'm like, all right, this is a track with a feature. You may not want to start off the album with that, but the way the production hit for me felt very intro-y, and I was wondering why it was even after Drillorama for real.
That's a good point. That's interesting.
Yeah.
I mean, there's science behind some
there's a
people's
science,
track list. And of course, everyone does it differently. There's really no set stone. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
we were talking about
right.
a few weeks ago when the Protégé album came out. Stacey kind of asked, "Oh, he's got coffee on the intro," and it's like, yeah, but that's kind of what he did last album. He had Chronics on the intro. Yeah. So it's like everybody kind of sets it up differently. There's no way of going about it. So it's like as we move into this new stream era, I think that's the interesting point Willie brought up is like the actual structure of it, where it's like there's a whole soundbite first. You know what I mean? And then it's her, and then it's a feature track, and those type of things play into the streaming because you don't want to have features on the project where people just click the song just because of the feature, obviously.
Exactly.
So there's definitely a balance to it. There's no set way, but anything else been in our ears personally that we'd like to touch on?
All right, so one of these playlists on Spotify is called The Newness, and these are new. And it's like, they label it as the newest, freshest R&B tunes.
So what are you pulling out of that then?
Yo, so Masigo's Passport was it was right on time for COVID because like he obviously made this for COVID because I'm like everything he is saying makes me like want to travel, and I'm like, you speaking to my soul right now. You are speaking to my soul. Van Jess had a joint called Come Over. I posted that on my Instagram story. I'm going to figure out how to use Reels or something like that to make that more consumable for whatever the kids are doing now in 2020. And then, I gotta get on the wave. Apparently, I didn't know Usher had a song called Bad Habits. It sounded great, but I don't necessarily like it.
I saw the thumbnail for the video made me never want to listen to that song. It's just him sitting there with like a tear coming down his face. I'm just like, I'm not about to listen to this.
And another track on this playlist for this week before they revolve it and all these songs is gone. It was called "You Need It" by 7 a.m. That was wavy. I don't know if I texted that one to the group or not. I was at a point where I was listening through this playlist and I texted that to our group, and I don't remember everything I was texting, but yeah, that was one I definitely posted on my Instagram story as well.
It's tight.
And I was like, this is vibey. I like listening to music like this. And I can't remember what the other one was. It was an artist I wanted to spotlight. Oh, their name is Locc, Luh space Kel.
Lachelle? Oh wait, Locc? I don't know. I'm not sure.
Yeah, they got a joint called All in You. I was like, that's vibey too. But then they had another track on this playlist that I was like, this artist kept coming up, and I liked both of it. Oh, the Want You track by the same artist because it was featuring Queen Naja.
Oh, I don't like
Willie in his listening bag now. Okay,
Now he back on music. He came back with a portfolio of music. You know, Willie like his
Stacey, you
portfolios.
got anything? You got it?
Wait, I got to steal that idea now. I got to steal
that. Is your idea. You always got portfolio or something.
Stacey.
Okay, I've been bumping that Spilligion. Album from Spillville. That's
Spillville.
Amazing album. Some of the tracks off of there, of course, gonna be Baptized is always gonna be real. Iala, which is Family, featuring Hollywood JB, is hard. And then Shiva also go to. I think that's an amazing track too. They got a couple hits, man. They got some great features on there. Some folks on there really making the album complete. They attack some real interesting concepts, I guess, in there, and it's pretty good. And I've been listening to a lot of the Internet Money album Before the Storm. I've never really been a fan of this type of pop, hip hop, rap type of stuff that's coming into fashion now, but for some reason it's like really starting to grow on me. becoming a fan of Trippie Redd, that whole wave too. And listening to a lot of the stuff on here. I'm getting hip to a lot of new artists on here, like Ty Fontaine.
Yeah, shout out Internet Money.
Yeah, Internet Money is going crazy.
It's one of those things where I don't know how commercially well that project did, because obviously it's a collective, it's
right.
DJ oriented type projects, and those type of projects commercially never are too successful. But
yeah.
I tried to give it my love. You know what I mean? Internet Money. I'm pretty sure they're from New York or in the New York area.
I have no idea, but they're
it's a collective.
Right. There's a whole collective though, and their lead single Lemonade with Nav and Gunna and Don Toliver, that was the one that really popped off, and that's sort of what got me hip to the album.
Yeah.
But when I started listening to it, they actually have tons of different vibes on here.
Yes.
Some songs are better than others. I'll be 100.
Yeah.
But that's sort of what you run into when you have the younger talent coming in, the new talent coming in, trying to stretch your legs on some of these songs with more experienced people. They even got songs with Sway Lee and Future. You know, Tekka's on there. Wiz is on there. You know, it's a couple more seasoned people. Then Trippie's on there a couple times. There's a few folks. So definitely put me hip. Definitely get me hip to some of these people. I'm definitely a fan. Other than that, though, been listening to a lot of Thug and Thugger, and of course, I keep saying I don't know what's up with the on the pod. I've been doing that a lot.
You did on the regular.
I was
pod
like, what's
too.
wrong with me with these So I get myself together. Listening to a lot of Thugger and Mereba.
Yeah. Salute. She's part of Spillville, right?
Yes. She started part of Spillville. Wasn't really familiar with a lot of her music she did by herself, but I love her features. I love her hooks she be doing. I love her verses. Mm-hmm. So I had to give her music a peep, and it's actually a lot. It's in a different lane than I expected. It's more soul than hip hop and rap and R&B. It's a lot. It's a little bit different of a take on some of these things. So I'm definitely a fan. So if you haven't peeped, you should definitely peep. I'm doing better with the ums. Doing better.
Go Pete. Go
AT?
Pete.
Doing better.
I really haven't. I'm not gonna lie to you. I haven't. Obviously, besides our Armani Caesar project that we were tasked with listening to, I haven't really been listening too much other than my single, obviously, that I've been just going through the masters for that, dropping this week. Go check that out. And I've been bumping Skilly Bang.
Skilly.
New video just dropped from him.
You know that.
You know how that. Yes, sir. You know how that go.
You know that.
Hard concept. Man is an alien with the lyric.
Flow crazy.
So yeah, flow crazy. I mean, yeah, that's who I've been bumping. I've been pulling a lot of inspiration from his style, his flows. Yeah, new single on the way. More singles on the way. Soon come.
That's what's up.
Yeah, your music is coming too. You was giving me those
You got
exclusives.
the snippets.
The Neff's
The leaks.
exclusive. Don't tell Neff, but
don't leak it.
I ain't leaking
Don't
it
leak.
nobody.
Don't leak none of my shit, bro.
Hey,
We
yo,
got
AT was like, normally I don't do this, but
Here's some flame.
Nah, I be sending people my exclusives every once in a while. You know what I mean?
Until you
Just
go
to
to
share
feed people.
Just to share the vibes, and I need feedback on my shit. You know what I mean? We got Stacy EPing the Telly AT project that we're working on.
Yes, sir.
That might come. That should be coming the end of the year. So look out for that. Telly, shout out that boy Telly.
Yes.
Yeah, I don't know what y'all want to talk about. Otherwise,
What y'all want to talk about?
I want to talk about for some weird reason. All right, Drake's Laugh Now Cry Later been like on repeat in my head.
It's a hit.
Yeah, man.
That's why you got to be
that track
careful
that-
with them drug flows.
Whole hit.
Something
drug
about
flows
the
Drake be
production is like it's modern, but it sounds like stuff that he used to rap to, and then like
Yeah.
the what Lil Durk is on that.
Yeah, he snaps.
His verse on there is
So good.
so good.
Right?
Like I just I'm just like, why am
People
I?
be sleeping on that verse. They was like, man, he said what? That's a bar. He's snapping, bro.
I'm just like, so what? Like, man, why is this on repeat? And what be getting me is like in my head, the way I hear the track is I hear like a marching band playing it. Like so, like I hear more than what the track is in my head.
Yeah.
So like I'm like, I'm waiting for an HBCU band to come together, and I want to hear like Alabama or somewhere in Atlanta. Somebody come together and do this with Drake on a football field, socially distanced. So I want to see the formations and everything.
Oh my gosh!
And then I want to see Drake get tackled.
Oh my
Like,
god! That track is a hit though. I definitely feel it. When it came out, that was one of my favorite tracks. I had it on repeat. I was singing it all day. People didn't know about the track, but they knew about it.
Didn't know about it.
It was a couple people who didn't know about it.
Who the fuck are you around?
People I was shooting with. So it was like days after it dropped. You know what I mean? Because when it came out, I knew about it the day of, and I was just bumping that stuff consistently. And I was shooting in Akron, I was shooting in places and stuff, and everywhere I was going, I was just singing the song, singing Lil Durk's verse. You know, bring Drake to the hood, surround Drake, round Drake's. That's a bar. That's why.
Why is that a bar, though?
I don't understand. That's why I'm not a rapper.
But you know, he got a point, though.
Durk has the longevity I will never be able to comprehend because he's able to write these bars and say these things on tracks. So it's just something I have respect for. Of course, Drake snapped all over it. The video is one of my favorite videos of the year. It's just Drake did his thing. And I think, how many songs have he dropped this year? Just a quick tally.
I don't know.
Drake been low-key quiet.
Certified Lover Boy is on the way, bro.
Where is it? He said this 2 months ago. That's when the track
quarter.
dropped.
Hey, yo, Drake getting his yay on. Drake because Ye be like, it's about to drop.
Drake said, Drake said, I'm going on tour somehow.
That's a good. Well, Kanye always say it's about to drop, and then it never really drops.
It never drops.
So
then Ye pull a Beyonce like, wait, where it's on my Spotify. Like,
so Kanye been saying a lot of stuff lately. Do we think Kanye gonna pull another Kanye with this stuff? He been talking about giving back masters and stuff to his people.
Ye gonna always pull a Ye.
Dang. Didn't Big Sean co-sign the whole thing with the? Yeah.
And I think that's the thing behind the whole Kanye thing. Like everyone knows nowadays, like these antics are. Kanye's never does anything for no reason. Like there's a reason he's doing everything. You know what I mean? Like
even if we don't know,
even if he doesn't tell us, yeah, he's doing it for some reason.
And like I said, like some of the stuff is for good reason. Like you know, getting a lot of people released from prison.
Yes,
like that was on some on the low stuff.
Yes,
and we was like judging him for that, but it was just like it was a plan, and he can only execute his plan the way he can execute it. And they may not be the right or the most politically correct or ethical way to do it, but he goes to get it done. And I think Kanye really wants to genuinely get artists their masters back. It may not be in the best way. I think the argument right now that I've seen with Ye's masters is he now has enough money to buy it back, because we know what Taylor Swift's masters cost. It was upwards of like 300 or 400 million for her masters.
Ye is definitely more than that.
Yeah, but Ye got it now. Especially, he's got it at least in as far as equity. So he would be able to give up equity, and I don't know if that means those labels are now taking a percentage of Yeezy, which is his brand, because he owns 100% of his Yeezy brand, whether he doesn't get 100% royalties from sneaker sales or not. But I think he really genuinely wants to get masters back, but I don't know what he's gonna have to give up for it.
What if Ye re-recorded all of his songs
like Taylor Swift did?
Yes.
I think that's the next move.
It was discussed. His attorney mentioned that.
Could you imagine a redone College Dropout?
I would love it.
Would you?
I don't know. I don't know.
Cause all right, let me bring up this point. We don't love these remake sitcom TV shows.
Hey man, it wouldn't be like remake like that. It wouldn't be. It would be the same beat essentially. You would remake the beat, but the thing is, I don't.
Is he really gonna sit down, remake beats, and redo?
If Kanye really is as passionate about this, yes, he would. Because when he's passionate about something, he's gonna go to the end of the world to go get it. So if he really wants his masters and he can't purchase them without having to give up some immense equity in his own businesses, maybe he don't want to do that. He don't want to work with them anyway. He don't want to give them a steak and Yeezy. Let them eat while he eat. That'll probably be slap in the face. Like he don't want to do that either. So
I think. All right. Let me put it like this. I don't think that's a bad move, and the reason I say is this: it's essentially it's like a Bezos or a Bill Gates play where like so they own a larger portion of this company and over time they sell it off. So think about it. If you're Sony or you're Universal or you're Warner Brothers and now you have a stake in a different company.
Yeah, they would be great. They would be happy.
Yeah, and what are those entities going to make sure happens that Yeezy eats?
But still, as Ye, I'm like, Ye is so personal about a lot of this stuff. You know what I mean? He doesn't want to do any business with Sony or Universal whatsoever because of the way this thing has played out for the past few years. But that's why I think it's possible he may re-record it. Whether or not I would like them, a new college dropout. What if Ye started changing bars? What if he started doing? Because knowing Ye,
knowing him, yeah,
he probably started switching stuff up and getting. I don't know, man.
Think he gonna redo Jesus Walks?
But if he did this, if he did it, he might get Mace on it.
With the Sunday service choir?
They've apologized. He might get him on the feature. But you think about people like all these folks that he's worked with. Don't he got a track with Jay on there? No. Yes. No.
I think Jay would talk to Ye for a re-record.
What?
Nah,
I
bro.
think so.
Really?
I think so. Because Jay has not denounced Kanye as his brother. He's just denounced a lot of things that Ye has done. But like, if Ye is like, I'm trying to do this and I want to get artist equity back, that's the whole wave Jay is on, ain't it?
Yeah, but I don't.
And we don't judge Jay. Anytime he wanted to partner up with the NFL,
we also don't know what Kanye has said to him behind closed doors. They got text messages. And if Ye got your number and Ye mad at you, imagine the type of text messages you get in the middle of the night and you waking up like, what the hell?
Because we see what's online, so imagine what comes to the phone.
And you're like, what? Like, Ye, no, like, I don't know, man. I don't know.
Ayo, Jay wake up at 4 a.m. from text and it's like, Ye? Nay.
No, oh my gosh. I would be interested in seeing him re-record his albums. I would love a re-record of Graduation. I would love a re-record of a lot of these albums, and that's
not even realistic. Though,
I don't think so
like
either. But I think I don't think he's gonna give up.
Watch the Throne.
Is that under Sony?
It's a Jay and Ye album. Are they gonna redo the whole album?
Is that I don't know. I'm not sure.
Jay-Z gonna be like, I have better things to do. I have businesses to run now. I'd rap for fun.
I'm busy saving the world.
But you see what I'm saying? Like, because, and that's what I think we see with a lot of these rap careers, like, and we see as people transform, they quote unquote grow up, whether they grow up or not. Like, even 50 Cent grew up. Like, and that's how you have longevity. And I think Ye has not grown up really.
You mean okay? So you grew up in business.
As far as like the image,
okay,
even because like
man, 50
is more polished.
50's still petty.
He's not wearing baggy shirts and jerseys and backwards caps and stuff. He's wearing suits almost all the time.
Same petty stuff.
He's doing the same petty things.
In a suit, without the do-rag.
Exactly. Yeah. But even look at Drake. Drake is more polished now.
It's a brand. You got to grow. You know?
So like, what artists do you think are gonna have trouble rebranding themselves as they age?
Chris Brown. That's my.
Yo, Locc do not like
y'all
Chris
hate,
Brown.
I don't like Chris Brown.
We need to get Esther Fitz here again.
I'm just saying. She was on my side.
I know she was on. That's what I'm saying. She had add to the.
She was right there with me.
Fire.
It's not that he bad. You know, it's whatever. He didn't grow. That's all he just did. And I feel like this is.
Hey, you know when a nigga start moving his hand like that. Listen,
he just did not conquer the days when it came to growing. But you look at 50, I can say 50 definitely grew. Kanye grew in a sense, and he stopped. He grew to a point because 808s and all those and Yeezus, all that stuff was a different rebrand too. But it seemed to stop there. But you look at Jay-Z grew. You know, I definitely see that because I talked about that before. You know, he was talking about being in the streets and stuff, and then it turned into like, oh, now I'm not in the streets. And now I'm actually in business meetings. Like, he's talking about this stuff, so to transition from this to that in his actual music. So you should see the growth. It's a lot more apparent with him. But he's like the epitome of it, though. You know what I'm saying? In terms of like hip hop and whatever, he's like the epitome of growth. And plus, he came from the beginning, so I feel it. You look at Ye though. I don't know.
Nay.
I can see there was growth at one point.
At some points, it's like a stagnant though. It's definitely
stunted.
I can definitely hear what you're saying.
Yeah, it's like he grew at some point, but then things changed. But yeah, I feel it. So yeah, you think all that stuff is possible with Jay and everything.
All right,
you think more artists should take that route of trying to like, cause
if they want longevity, I'm just gonna be straight up. You cannot have a long plus successful career if you don't polish later, and that's what I'm starting to notice. Whether that means going into more of an acting role, whether that means more of a business role.
Like Ludacris.
Yeah, Ludacris is gonna be good
Forever.
Yeah. I'm sure he got some type of deal where his production is part of it, and he getting a percentage every time it re-airs. Like I think
he did come from radio work too. He worked in the radio before, so
yeah. And I even like, and he knows how to move himself in the room, and I think that happens to do with that radio. Like even if you remember the Nelly and the Ludacris verses,
I don't want to talk about that.
Ludacris was the one keeping it going because I don't know if Nelly was drinking the hen
Nelly was
or the
was gone, bro.
He was lit. He lit.
Taking his shirt off. He was in there going
He's
hard.
I'm hot in here. I was like, man, why can't you not afford good internet, Nelly? Like, why is my internet better than Nelly's? Like,
He was showing off his Grammys. This is crazy, man. He had the red cup.
Have they announced the next verses?
I don't know.
I don't know. Who would it be? Who would y'all want from another verses?
The next verses. That's how we should go out with next verses.
Who do y'all want to be the next verses?
Willie, go first. You know you got.
I don't know. I don't want to do it yet. Make me the second person. I don't want to go last. I just want to go
Stacey,
second.
go first. I would go back to the island. So,
I feel that.
but at the end of the day, it couldn't be anybody new. I don't know.
Maybe we could do. Maybe we could do. See, man. Did they,
And I want to pick people that's realistic for what verses is.
That's what I was gonna do. Like,
Yeah,
I can't pick Beyonce. Beyonce's not doing the verses.
no.
You see what I'm saying?
I was gonna do like a Ja Rule v50, but I feel like that would be too controversial. That's too controversial.
And they're gonna have to put them in different rooms again.
Dude, and Ja Rule
They
still
would
get
not do
toasted.
that.
I would love that though. But maybe okay. Let's pull it back. Chameleonaire versus Chingy.
Okay.
That's doable. I would
Who?
watch that.
Say it one more time.
Chameleonaire versus Chingy.
That's okay.
I'd watch
That's
that.
a decent one.
I would be down for some southern hip hop renaissance.
I kind of want to see, and it got to be live though. I need them to start doing it and with a band. I want to hear Shanti versus Keisha Cole.
I was gonna say Ashanti versus somebody. I couldn't find somebody to put her up against though.
I
but
think
Keisha Cole is a good person.
Yeah, they got the
She
catalogs
needed too, man. You know, Keisha Cole going through some things.
Hey,
bro.
first off,
Prayers
is
to Keisha
Ashanti
Cole.
single?
Wasn't she just kissing up on Joyner Lucas? In
Man.
the video? Did you see that video?
Ashanti, call me.
Oh no.
Call me, baby.
Oh my God.
Let's talk business.
AT, who would you want to see on the verses, man? From the islands, if you go into the islands.
Nah, I'm not going to the islands.
Okay.
I changed up.
Okay.
It would have to be like, I don't know. I kind of want to do like a T-Pain battle, but I also kind of want to do like a Juicy J battle. And those
T-Pain
are
wouldn't be
obviously
fair.
like
T-Pain ain't
T-Pain
fair against nobody.
T-Pain against.
You'd have to
Wayne?
do Wayne.
You
You'd have to do Wayne. You'd have to. There's no
the
other.
only way it's fair. That's T-Pain was running the world for like
In
a
that
year.
era.
All right, so
And-
let's not do that. So Juicy J verse. I'm trying to think. I wanted to do the whole 3-6 Mafia,
That'd
but
be-
I don't know who the fuck.
I don't know if they cool no more.
I would like to
Project
see
Pat,
3-6 Mafia versus Outkast.
That would be it.
Ooh, that's a good. Ooh, really, that's mine right there.
What do you mean that's yours? What do you mean? You can't just do that, okay, sir?
That's mine.
You
I don't know.
cannot do that. Oh yeah, Willie, that's mine. No, that's
that's
not how
mine.
that works.
That would definitely be.
Can we vote? Yo, Swizz, Tim, hit us.
Swizz,
Bro.
yes.
Ayo, Locc got the Swiss Connect on IG.
He replied to me once. It was twice.
Twice.
But twice.
Saying what?
Just saying.
Because we was going to Basel and
Zone.
yeah, and Locke hit up
Yes.
Swizz Beats and was like, "Yo, what's popping with the Dean collection?"
He was like, "No, we ain't there no more." And I was like, "Okay." And that was it.
See you next year, fam.
And I didn't go next.
And then we didn't go
No,
to
next
next
year.
year. Why didn't we go to next year?
Because we didn't plan it out correctly. We didn't find enough people to roll with us.
That was what
And then
was
y'all
wrong.
went the next year, I think.
No, it was no wait, because we went in 15, didn't we?
16.
17, 18, 19. It wasn't until 3 years later. Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
Crazy.
Wow.
Time flies, guys.
Brazy.
And that's our Unscripted.
That is our Unscripted for the day, people.
Yes.
Much love. Another great group of episodes for the week. Again, our earlier regular podcast was with Big Papa Benji himself.
Benji.
Go check that out if you
Papa.
haven't. New guests coming at you soon. New vibes. New Dazes to conquer. Y'all know what this is.
Y'all
Unscripted.
Yes, sir. Till next time. Chit. Get your teeth cleaned.
Conquer.
I don't know where that came from.
My people, we have made it through another Daze episode, another Daze of life. And if you're not hip to the Daze, you're a little late, but that's fine. We're rolling with a new look. We're adapting with the times. That's the Daze itself. But stay tuned. We got new content on the way, people.
If you happen to miss the past content we did for the past few years, know you late. Go ahead and check all that in the links in the description below. Make sure to check all the info and get up to date as soon as possible.
And make sure that you subscribe, hit that like button, comment down below, and hit that bell notification. And make sure that you follow us on all social media at the Q brand and at _Daze_.
I'm Locc.
I'm Willie B.
And I'm AT.
Peace.
Chit.
Daze.